Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 3 vs 3 on Trist-Tram Plains. Playing on Team 2 as the Imperial Guard, we've got Imperator de Son, we've got Coq Mon de Bene playing as the Blood Angels, and we've got Mr. No Speak playing as the Chaos Space Marines. Whereas on Team 1, playing as the Steel Legion, we've got Huntington, we have got Brax playing as the Shogun Guard, and we have got Max Lovac playing as the Vostroyan Firstborn. So I will say in advance, I do apologise if there's any coughing, spluttering, or any of the usual being poorly stuff, but I'm a little bit poorly. Got the onset of tonsillitis, I think, or something equally as nefarious. But yeah, plenty of Imperial Guard factions if you ignore these two lads over here, which is going to be ideal for anyone who enjoys hiding around terrain pieces or forming some sort of choke point. And I mean, mind you, all the relics over here, apart from maybe this one down here, is going to be a little bit harder for Imperial Guard style factions to defend. But these two over here are going to be mighty fine indeed. But then, in saying that, a lot of maps are quite decent for Imperial Guard style factions. Can't think of many of them that have really Imperial Guard factions that will struggle with them. Yeah, we've got the Pioneer Squad. Now, the Steel Legion have had a total rework, more or less. Look at these guys. They've got little helmet lights on, which is quite cool and stuff. Little shovels and stuff. So these guys can now actually not only cap, decap, build stuff, but can also repair in Tier 1 and or subsequent tiers afterwards as well. Which in the old school Steel Legion, they weren't able to do so. It was only their Trojans, but no, these guys are now probably the best builder unit in the entire game. So that's something, or at least the most versatile. Might be a debate to be had between these guys and the Tech Marines of either Salamanders or Imperial Fist, can't quite remember off the top of my head. But we do have Militia Rangers firing at the Assault Scouts. These guys have lost their temper and will decide to chase after them. A couple of stabs in, but now going to be supported by some very blue tactical squads. Eternal Shogun comes forward, doing a little bit of a jump, knocking everyone around, which is very good in close combat. Then again, so are the Takan warriors as well. For the whole faction, the Shogun people, quite apt. Oh, that's a... Say what you want about the faction. They've at least got cool kill animation in that regard. Here comes Captain Taika, able to slap people around quite aptly when he gets his buzz on. And in buzz on, indeed he does. Eternal Shogun will run away quickly as able to. Some dead Legionnaires down here. The Guardsmen approaching. Also got a Cultist Squad and a Chaos Lord coming down. And the Firstborn are going to be wanting to stay in close proximity to that Chaos Lord, so they will run away. Push continues. Captain Taika taking barely any damage. Takan on the left, Takan on the right as well. Oh no, you're just militia rangers, never mind me. I've got the Combat Engineer get involved with his little plasma gun. So fairly decent support. Not terrible damage for a builder. And the Space Marines are massively outnumbered here. The Shogun sticking on the back lines, just using a lightning 1-4 Militia Ranger dude thing. Being thrown around like a ragdoll. Push continues on the left hand side. Chaos Lord managing to secure this relic. We have more Vostroyan Firstborn, and we've got the Hunters as well. Just basically, we've just got this really powerful shot that they do. It's a while to reload, much like a sniper rifle, I imagine. Got a sentry gun here as well, just for defensive purposes. As the Guardsmen push forward, they will be taken down pretty quickly. Yeah, only a couple of seconds, and that will take down a model or two. Captain Taika still quite healthy, all things considered. Getting some stabs in there while being kicked in the face by the Eternal Shogun. Yeah, no, he's not going to win this, not without support. Legionnaires flanking around the sides. And it does seem that the Southern team has got a good hold on at least the middle relic, and about to get a good hold on that relic over there. Are struggling on this side though. Vostroyans not standing up too well against Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord is quite low on health as he's... Oh dear. Stab him once, man. He's stabbing repeatedly. That's a bit too much, in my opinion. Oh, he's doing it... Right, okay, I've clearly jinxed these Firstborn. Oh, he's dead now, so retribution, I guess. And the Cultist also dying as well. Good stuff all around. And at the moment, it's quite a fluid game. No one's really settled down in one particular area too much, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe some forward infantry commands. We are seeing a forward heavy bolter turret on both sides, actually. Almost symmetrical, really. Also got this transit turret here by Huntington. So a few defensive structures, but not as ham as I thought they were going to be. Sky Warriors running away from the command squad. Although, one by one, Shogun will kill them very quickly. Looks like he's getting a bit of a knockback, but quite in a bad situation here. Attempting to regain the, or what you called, the official name. Command dude, general, whatever your name is. Some stormtroopers well flanking. Coming in via the private jet, like Taylor Swift. Just, you know, probably better with guns, I imagine. Can't really comment on Taylor's ability of using firearms, but I assume it's not as good as the Stormtrooper. Still a Shogun quite low on health at the moment. Got the command squad from Imperator. And everyone's going to have to extract themselves from this situation. Attempting to build up a turret down here, but will probably be done in. Shogun has been killed. And Team 2 on the top side managing to fend off that assault on their relic. So it's now free real estate for them. No push on this side either. Vostroyans playing a little bit passively here. Good to see with these guys moving a bit forward. Putting some pressure to probably separate these guys off from each other. There's the Chaos Vindicator. Has been there, but still does a lot of damage. There we go, look at that. Those guys were alive and now they're not. Imagine that is a formula that we'll be continuing to see throughout the game. Oh dear, I missed that. I do apologise. Wondering what these were doing. Yeah, that's a lot of dead. A lot of dead very quickly. So either some vehicles or some anti-tank stuff on the go, I imagine. Oh, you've gone for a Hellshock Trooper. You do things. Actually, what exactly? Oh, right, you've got the missiles on your back. Fair enough. Makes me think of that mission in... Oh, was it a mission or was it like a thing? Just like a drop down you can get in Battlefield 1916 or whatever you call. Like an Italian mission, wasn't there, where they said, right, okay, we're going to put you in metal armor, which has to be the most hardcore thing I've ever seen. I don't know how historically accurate that is, but I mean, that's just, it'd be awesome. I mean, war's not awesome, it's never awesome, it's an absolute tragedy, but aesthetically quite pleasing.
The fear of our foes.
Well,
heroes at home.
Exact opposite of what I was predicting, to be honest. I was expecting that these guys were going to have a solid hold on a good chunk of all this land, but no. Not using their faction's advantages to their advantage. They're just milling around by the looks of things. Getting their steps in, I guess. The Mars Fabrica. Some Cilias. So those are the tiny tanks. And a Lightning Strike Fighter. Treasure Trove is being shot down by something. What's shooting you? Oh, it's the Vindicator, sorry. That is a significantly lower firing rate, I do have to say. Back to saying, wait first, I've got to get anti-tank. Here comes a Thunderbolt Zero. And you are... Oh, you're not an aircraft. You're trying to build something, but you're just hanging around. Fair enough. Okay. Forming a defensive line on the northern side. Southern team making their way on the left-hand side. No one... But yeah, this was just open for anyone, really. Here comes the Ford. Have you gone for tier 1 million already? You have. You've got your public relics out. It's impressive. Three-headed dog. Lots of shooty bits on it. Chimera quite low on health at the moment as a Furioso Dreadnought pounds furiously on the listing post. Yeah, that's an intimidating beast. Let's throw quick candles at that before any major engagements go on. Wallocking around like he owns the place. Got some horrors in there as well. Thunderbolt Zero trying to get a good angle on these guys. More stormtroopers are posited on the front lines. These cute little Cilia tanks with their multi-lasers. Not really going to do much against many things, but they're on the side. They're being a nuisance. Landing fire, trying to get some shots in at the Chaos Vindicator, but a nice squad of horrors in between the tank and any other aircraft incoming. Vostroyans, not sure what you were doing. I assume you were probably charging up. You haven't even captured this relic. Chris, I've not seen Max Lovac before, so I'm running on the assumption that he's a relatively new player or relatively new to the PvP scene. It's fair enough. You know, we can't all be amazing at the game. We can't all, I mean, that's not to say that he's playing poorly. He's holding his side of the game. That's the main thing. That's how I see whenever I play a game with people that are really good at it. I don't intend to be a useful member, I just intend to not be a shit member. You know, if I don't die too much and I'm alive by the end of it, that's more than enough commitment for me. Well, I don't know if these sillier tanks are really doing much. Maybe if you've got their auto cannon, but that's only in tier 3. Oh, push. Down on the Vostroyans' firstborn. Yeah, you can see he's got loads of money, so that's him. Some stuff going on there. Thunderbolt Zeros are ignoring everything, going straight into the Chaos base. Warpsmith will come in and attempt to repair this demon pin. Actually, power of the Warpsmith is going to keep this up and good. And the horror squad's taking the Thunderbolt Zeros out very quickly. Might be an idea to pop down some missile turrets or something to that effect. So I imagine that's not the first time we're going to see some vehicles flying on over. One lightning fighter causing an issue. Possessed squad ain't going to be doing much against them. Though the sorcerer is giving it a good go. One bolt pistol firing upwards. Legionnaires with their, what have you got? You've got your missile launchers. Won't do much against the possessed there. Quite a resilient bunch. Not possessed. Sorcerer bolts been fired at the guys, breaking them more or less instantly. The Vostroyan listing post comes with a plasma cannon, amazing at killing infantry. Over on this side, the Blood Angels continue to push on forward by fresh Eternal Shogun out to see what she could do. The Forge Fiend is still firing fit and actually very high in health at the moment. One shot. A lot of these guys, I assume, down to half health. How widespread are those 3 bullets coming out? You have a close combat attack? Yes, you do, sir. You're not too vulnerable in that situation. You've got the Hydra and the Vanquisher tank ace. If anything is going to kill Forge Fiend, it's going to be a combination of those kinds of vehicles. That's quite long firing range for the Hydra as well. Trojan here as well to repair things. I wonder how they balanced that out then, like, because obviously the Trojan now being a tank repairing vehicle, does it now just have like an increased tank repair speed, or is it, I suppose it's a little bit more durable than having just a regular building unit near front lines, isn't it? Hellhounds armed with, well, sorry, what were you armed with? Oh, we'll never know. I assume, a Devil Dog. That's just a las gun, basically. But Hydra's coming around the flanks. Although, yes, technically they are meant to be, they do look like anti-air stuff. Anti-air, I imagine, is also anti-infantry. If you aim it correctly. More lightning strike fighters. We're trying to go for those maximum mounts. I was attempting to get into firing range of these guys. As the Blood Angels are being slowly but surely pushed back. Furiosa Dreadnought has now equipped itself with a multi-melter. Not really targeting the targets it wants to target. Say that 10 times fast when you're drunk. Steel Legion, just a sheer amount of tank brilliance, has held the line and pushed it back to the middle. We've got the speed on these Hydras as well. We've also attempted to be built up by the tech police engines here, but no mass, no pass on that one. And what's the plan for all these guys? You have got not crazy amounts of going on. You've got a Machine Bastion, Predators on the way, as we've seen in previous games. Predators for the Blood Angels are quite strong. Another combat engineer as well to fix up these Vanquisher tank aces as they lay siege to the heavy bots over here. Plenty of Ballista Maidens to make their way over, and on this side, look at that map awareness. My goodness, it's like as if I've done this before. So I'm going to be focusing on Mr. No Speaks, plasma generators. Predator will come over and see if he can do some stuff, although lightning strike fighters are going to be quite difficult for a Predator on its own to take on. Like I said, it might be an idea to build up some turrets around this side. Colonel Shogun is looking for another target to duel down, and she's decided to go for the biggest, baddest thing she possibly can. She's supported the Vanquisher tank ace. No problem for her at all. Obliterator squad being obliterated. Look at the speed on those assault scout squads. Almost got it, but not quite. Here comes the Predator. Got to keep him away from the Vanquisher tank ace. That tank ace is designed to destroy anyone else who's in armour. Might be an idea to invest with your tactical squad in with some anti-vehicle stuff. I mean, I suppose you have some melter guns, but they are quite short-ranged. And fires on the other side. Shogun falls over, which breaks morale of all the Shogunate forces. It's not what they wanted at that moment in time. Terminator's done. How long they'll last here? It's also throwing down some airplane bolts. And then the strike fighters are done. Yeah, the strike fighters maybe got one plasma generator, but that is about it. Here comes a Greater Chaos Portal. Potential for some Titans for the Force of Chaos here. Oh, and here's a Ragged Knight. How are you different from a regular Bloodthirster? Well, I'll tell you what we could do. We could do our old standard, which now become the very normal thing to do with a cast like these. You are a very powerful entity of rage, hatred and rage. Will turn on Isakada, give it a chance, so bash up a long time. So I mean, you've got the hero. Hold on. You do! Oh, so have you just like summoned... Ah, you can summon a Great Demon for a short time, right? Okay. There we go. We're learning things here. I don't remember you being able to do that, or is that a new ability that you have? He says as if the models can talk back. It's not Toy Story. It's not Toy Story yet, anyway. Yeah, the Ragged Knight is doing the work. He's pushing more or less single-handedly these lads the other way. It's not the direction he wants to go in. Did you still summon your dog then, I wonder? Well, not a dog, it was a wolf, wasn't it? Same difference. Same difference. Oh, Blood Angel. Oh, sorry, not the Bloodthirster is dead, and so is the Sorcerer. Chaos Predator also going to go down as well. Lots of death for the Force of Chaos here. Vostroyans making their way back over on this side. Going to put up a cheeky sentry turret. Not seeing many Vostroyan big units though. They've got the radio tower. It does look like they're in tier 2, at least maybe potentially 3 as well. Fairness Blighter. Sounds like a cheeky chap from London. Not sure what that does. I assume it's a anti-infantry nurgly thing. Well, we're about to see it. Ah, yeah. Just spraying Mountain Dew on everyone. Well, if that won't kill a Vostroyan, I don't know what will. And the second one also going to come out as well. Being supported by Vulture gunships. A small fleet of lightning strike fighters. Well, I suppose that's where most of your money and your attention's gone to. Stormblade, a big, thick plasma cannon. He is keen on shooting anyone in his path. He has been deep stricken in. The Steel Legion can deep strike their big tanks. These Terminators are up shit squeak without a paddle. Well, I suppose he can't be any worse off now. Well, they've gone to heaven. All good Terminators go to heaven. That should be a film. Speaking of films, is anyone excited for... Oh, hold on, never mind. I'll talk about that later. Got big explosions coming in from, I assume, Captain Tyker. That's a lot of women being chucked off the edge of a cliff. Oh, and the second one's coming in. Be gentle, Captain Tyker. Got no chill. He's ready to kill absolutely everything. Stormlord being brought down to half health. We've got to just keep on running into it. Crazy ladies. More and more things being dropped on in. Rise of Pattern, Lehman Russ Executioner. Flanking both ends of the Stormblade. Also got the Vanquisher tank case. on those back lines. Forge Fiend is back on the field. Got our first Lehman Russ tank, I do believe, from Pirata the Sun. Yeah, as I was saying, I hope some people who are excited for Slaanesh the musical I'm working on at the moment. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Tell you what, man, that AI music generation is just something else. Might take it to Broadway, see what happens. See if we can get it rubber stamped by the writers at Games Workshop. Who knows? Could be glorious. You know, if you're not sure what I'm on about, check the channel on the videos. We do have a video entitled Slaanesh the Musical. It's the ultimate finale song I worked on first. I'm working backwards from there. Anyway, enough rambling. Actually, to be fair, it's a relatively calm engagement, all things considered. Not much ground has been moved around. There's been no huge explosions, just a gradual push, grinding kind of engagement. Lister Maidens doing what they can, but there's only so much they could do against a constant influx of Furioso Dreadnoughts. Lehman Russ, have you got a new model? You look different somehow. I don't know. Just look a bit more Lehman Russy, I guess. Stefano, or whatever you are, you're just a basilisk with 2 barrels instead of 1. Another one over here, also quite long as well. Bang, bang. Goes the drum. Always teleport around the side there. And I imagine this dude is probably quite slow. Seems like he's got any guns on the front. So no, oh no, you've got a little gun, so a little bit of self-defense. Also got that Tesla coil. Oh my goodness, it's red alert. Which I know that the red alert, I think it's red alert, references are quite big to the Vostroyans. But get what you're given. You'll be happy about it, young man and or woman. Stormblade once again. Not sure if you've been repaired or if you're a fresh one. You're there all the same. And just the range in all these, because normally I'd cast from this perspective, as you're probably aware, but the amount of range that's going on from a long distance away, got to kind of just peel it back a bit. Just try and get a bit of a longer view. Stormlord is basically just a linchpin of this firing formation at the moment. Been surrounded by allies and by enemies. Ritter has been killed. Plenty of blue horrors just hanging around, minding their own business. They are... I'm not sure, I assume that you'd go in for an attack, but don't understand that. Just enjoy the view before they pop out of existence. Stormblader has been killed, but so has most of the other tanks. Got the Forge Fiend just doing a little bit of a Irish jig there. Very pleased with itself. They survived against the Storm Fiend, Stormlord, whatever, but then being sniped out by the Riser pattern Lehman Russ Incinerator. Incoming a Hind gunship. There's the first Hind. Demon Prince, allied with a Chaos Vindicator. Vindicator is not likely to survive. Heavy Shock Trooper got smacked right in the face by a Vindicator, but didn't knock back. Let's stand there. I mean, let's POV him for a second. Take him down, guardsman. Hold that line by yourself if you have to. And to be fair, he's not going to survive very long with all his fire. The Battle Priest there as well. His chain sword. Very good stuff. Demon Prince been taken out. I probably missed something very important in the engagement, as what usually happens when the POV happens, but you know what? I'm allowed to. I'm a grown-up. Do what I want. You can do what you want. Well, if you're a grown-up. If you're not a grown-up, why are you watching this channel? Why are you watching this channel indeed? Got the twin nipples of the Lehman Russ Tesla Cruiser. Zapping away Bill Cosby style. And everything is just happening everywhere. Ogren's attempting to get a charge off. They will get there. Have you got a priest with you? I'm not entirely sure. I can't see. If you do, that's good. If you don't, I don't know how you're going to survive. It's continuous harassment on either side. Oh no, you're a stormtrooper. Never mind me. Stormtroopers aren't priests. That's how it works. Lots of aircraft from Maxwell back here. As we approach late game for all the factions here, I don't know which side has the advantage. I mean, we've got the Giga Fortress from the Shogun, which is a very strong aircraft. We have got, I mean, we've already seen all the big boy tanks. Good lord, this nuclear reactor, have you got bigger somehow? I can't remember. Is that a slag deposit reactor? I don't think it is. Oh, it might be, I don't know. Either way, that was a big thing. Yeah, we've already seen the late game units from the Steel Legion. They've been out quite some time now. Mars Fabricate. Looking for some more big boys. Project Black Sun, they need. So for the Vostroyan first, but if you're not familiar with them, for them to get any more big research on the go, they do need to have a larger vehicle population than their infantry to get that harmony going. And actually, do they? Let me have a look. You don't. You've got equal. It's all equal. Even Stevens, as it were. And gunships to replace the ones that have fallen. And it doesn't look like the Southern team here are having the best of days. There's lots going on for them, but the Northern team seems to be able to pump out a lot more armour and throw away a little bit more recklessly. Furious and Dreadnoughts on the front lines, Lehman Russes for the back lines. And just that constant resupplying of that Forge Fiend. Fast firing rate, large AoE, considering that fires 3 bullets, or 2 bullets, sorry. That feels like it should fire 3. One from its mouth as well. I assume it used that for other nefarious deeds. There's that Riser, Pass and Baneblade. Seems to be ignoring politely that Dreadnought for a while. You gonna do anything? Oh no, you've been zapped. You've been zapped by something. Not sure what. You've been zapped. The itinerant Castellan Robot Squad is here to stay. Look at them go. Huge lads. I've seen them in a match before, but yeah, they're there. Well, I don't know how effective they're going to be against tanks. Very slow, can't quite keep up with them. Unless, of course, they go for their phosphor cannons. Baneblade being surrounded by everything. There's only so much it can do on its own. And plenty of Javelin anti-armour kill teams from the Imperial Guard. I do believe that is a new unit for the Astra Militarum. If it's not a new unit, it's a change on their other missile launch squad that they can get. God, these Dreadnoughts are really putting in some work here. Now, what's going on? Have any of you got your big? I mean, let's have a quick look at the economies for the Southern team. Can you afford to replace things? You can. You cannot. You have had your economy well and truly shafted. Well and truly shafted indeed. So really, yeah, and your economy isn't great. So actually, you're basically relying on the Steel Legion to hold the centre. While everyone tries to rebuild their economy. Well, the tank's been killed quite quickly. Gorshov, something your tanks in the middle of everyone. At this moment in time is a good idea. Everyone has to pull back some of your forces, build up a second contingency, and then push onwards. Rather than the careless throwing away, which I get it is tempting. You've got the airship, you've got the ability to spawn tanks in the middle of the battlefield, so you want to do it. I get it, I respect it, but I just don't think it's going to win you any biscuits here. And Gunship doing the worm, reminiscent of Scotty Too Hotty, Grandmaster Sexy. Bit of a reference for you older folk out there. Back when the WWE was called the WWF. Oliver Kishi was in there too. Sorry, short attention span. Man was wondering again. We've got the Shadow Stored person. He's doing things. He's firing that hind gun. We've got just a constant supply of Furiosa Dreadnoughts. Even if they're not doing a grand amount of DPS, they are at least just causing these guys to fall back constantly, all the time. Well, the robots on the flanks, but they are doing bugger all, really. Although he does have his little shield on, so that's good for him. Keep him alive for a little while longer. But does that make you immortal for a little bit? It does indeed. That's quite strong. It'd be really good if you activated it before you got 0 models in your squad. And there's a really stalwart defence. They are fighting for every inch of land that they can possibly have. Over here, more tanks being summoned. Or built even. You don't really summon a tank here. Devastated squads. Multi. Well, they've got a bit of everything here. Heavy bolter, plasma cannon, missile launcher, and multi-melters. And the Land Raider Hades Diabolus. The Chaos Space Marine variants of the Land Raider. Those big las cannons on either side. To do as much damage as a Lehman Russ, but it's certainly a bit thicker. Just ignore the Shadow Sword, because the Shadow Sword's a little bit thicker than the Land Raider person. So Ragged Knight and his friend Mr. Kion, as they can get out together, enjoy some slaying. That's just a huge reactor there. Like, you just genuinely just a reactor. Hold on, we're doing this again. I'm sorry, but I just need to, curiosity sakes, enables production and support of Titanic units. Right, okay, ignore me. You actually have a function. You do stuff. It's good, I guess. For a second, I was like, I can't believe that I missed out that there was a slag deposit on this map for so long. No, that's just me being confused. Glory of the Chosen. Now, oh dear, we've got a Bloodthirster and a Ragged Knight. That's double trouble. Yep. That'll do it. That'll do it indeed. Yeah, Northern team. I mean, what did they do? They just basically thought, right, okay, well, we'll just quick tier 3 and tier 4. Get out the big guns. So even though that the Southern team had a little bit of advantage in the early game, especially with their popping down like a turret down here and maybe trying to fence off some of these areas, no, it wasn't nearly good enough. And just kind of throwing away a lot of their big units. Like I said earlier on, it's really good fun just clocking down a big tank in the middle of the battlefield, but maybe not the most tactically advantageous, especially when your allies are low on money. Maybe more defensive posture might have done you some good there. Yeah, cool. So thank you so much, boys, for sending this game into the Discord. Want to support the channel? Have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. I've been Slantshark. Pleasure as always, never short. Now, see you in a bit. Peace.